The Young Alumni Achievement Award recognizes an alumnus or alumna of Young Harris College who has graduated within the past 15 years and has excelled in his or her career. This year's recipient is Kenneth Boykin, class of 2018. Kenneth discovered Young Harris College through his best friend in high school. He visited YHC and auditioned for the music department and quickly fell in love with the campus and college. "I fell in love with the community known as YHC," Kenneth said. "Coming to YHC was definitely a life-changing decision that has led me down my current career path." This chorus teacher from Columbus, Georgia, graduated with a bachelor's degree in music education, choral emphasis. He went on to Georgia College and State University, where he is working on a master's in music education. He's on schedule to complete this degree in 2025. He is involved in several areas surrounding music, serving as the District 3 Chair since 2020 for the Georgia Music Educators Association. He also served as choral chair from 2021 to 2023 for the GMEA's Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Access Committee. He presented at the 2023 GMEA conference with YHC's Dr. Shelley Sanderson. He is the chair for the CTAE Fine Arts Department Chair at Harris County Carver Middle School and serves on the Georgia Department of Education Fine Art Advisory Council. He is the middle school sponsor for Tri-M Music Honor Society at HCCMS, as well as school improvement team member at HCCMS. He also has served as music director for joint spring musicals between the middle and high schools. "I loved the community that I built while I was a student at YHC," he said. "I loved the professional connections that were established with my mentors and professors. Most of all, I love the support the colleges continued to give me after graduating." Outside of work, Kenneth enjoys Broadway shows, cooking with friends, and spending a ton of time with his huge family. As an alum, Kenneth serves as a member of the Trustee Advisory Council and class coordinator for the class of 2018. For all he's achieved at Young Harris and in the 6 years since he's graduated, we're proud to present Kenneth Boykin with the Young Alumni Achievement Award. The Spirit of Young Harris Award recognizes an alumnus or alumna of Young Harris College who is a shining example of faithful service to the college and dedication to his or her community and family. This year's recipient is Ray Lambert. Ray Lambert's path to Young Harris College was a unique one, as his father told him to pack his bags in 1975 and they drove to YHC. "He told me, 'This is where you're going to college,'" Ray said. "He told me I would meet the finest people I would ever meet in this area, and that proved to be so true. The fellow students I met here from 1975 to 1977 are some of my closest friends to this day." After receiving his associate degree in education at YHC in 1977, Ray joined the U.S. Marine Corps before returning to attend the University of Georgia, earning a bachelor's degree in agricultural economics. He then went on to be a quarry superintendent with Vulcan Materials, founding and operating Lambert Sand and Gravel Company in 1986. Dredging river sand, evolving into road building and quarry services. He also owned and operated the Dogwood Plantation Hunting Preserve from 1989 to 2014, winning the Henry County Chamber of Commerce Jim DeVan Award for Small Business. An avid hunter and farmer, Ray has served on the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Board since 2007. He also serves on the Georgia Mountain Authority and Henry County Employee Review Board. For YHC, Ray has served in many roles: YHC Alumni Board, YHC Board of Trustees, Executive Committee, Development Committee, Properties and Grounds Committee, Trusteeship, and Compensation Committees. And why exactly does Ray keep volunteering and serving the college? Guilt. Ray admits his list of transgressions from being a student here may be a little too long, so he's trying to make up for it by giving back. Ray shares, "The thing I love most about YHC is the mission and the relationships between student and faculty, all in a pristine mountain environment." In recognition of Ray's support of Young Harris College, we're proud to present him with the Spirit of Young Harris Award. The Nancy Louise Haynes Stevens Sanderson Robertson Outstanding Friend Award recognizes a friend of Young Harris College who has dedicated his or her time, resources, and energy to ensure a successful future for our alma mater. This year's recipients are Bob and Gail Nichols. Not only are Bob and Gail Nichols names synonymous with Young Harris College, but they're also renowned for their impact on the college's tennis program. Bob taught math, coached tennis, and served as director of academic advising, while Gail served as the senior college counselor and secretary to the academic dean and the dean of students, until both retired in 2009 after more than 30 years with the college. Bob coached men's tennis from 1973 to 1984, earning 2 state championships during the time. He also gave tennis instruction to local students after school. In 2012, the YHC tennis facility was named the Bob and Gail Nichols Tennis Complex. The endowed Bob and Gail Nichols Scholarship was established in 1993. "We are true to our nickname, the Hermits of Young Harris," Bob said. With the exception of Gail walking the college trail with our daughter-in-law Miriam, or playing tennis with a group of old geezers and local trips to get groceries, dog food, and birdseed, we mostly spend our time together at home. The Nichols have spent the past 40 years living in an old mountain house built in 1934 within walking distance to the college. Their sons both attended YHC as well, Bob Jr., class of 1982, and John, class of 1987. Bob and Gail were instrumental in life at YHC, working on programs like the YHC Centennial in 1986, the Enota Yearbook dedication in 2005, as well as opening the Georgia Mountains Tennis Camp from 1972 to 1985. In addition to having the complex named in their honor, Bob was added to the YHC Athletic Hall of Fame in 2014. My favorite tennis team memory has to be the year we beat Abram Baldwin Agricultural College 28-27 in the state finals, after losing to them 8-1 in a team match 3 weeks earlier, Bob said. "We were tied 27-27 going into the last doubles match, and I'll never forget Brian Berry, class of 1976, saying, 'Don't worry, coach, it's in the bag.'" Of course, we are greatly honored to have such a beautiful tennis complex dedicated to us, and we're greatly humbled by it. But the honor truly goes to all of the players and coaches who have proudly presented their best on YHC's court, past and present. For Gail, I remember organizing the very first start orientation session in the summer of 1991, and when the 2005 Enota Yearbook was dedicated to me, what a surprise. I loved having my office in Maxwell Center and being able to interact with faculty and students. My last year in Maxwell, 2008, was my favorite because Bob was teaching math and our son Bobby was teaching physics there. The 3 Nichols could hear each other as we spent our days together helping students. The Nichols believe the quality of the unique place YHC is will always be primarily determined not by its facilities, but by the character of its people, the students, faculty, staff, and leaders of YHC. In recognition of Bob and Gail's commitment to Young Harris College, we're proud to present the Nichols with the Nancy Louise Haynes Stevens Sanderson Robertson Outstanding Friend Award, given to an outstanding friend of Young Harris College. The Distinguished Alumni Award for Lifetime Career Achievement recognizes an alumnus or alumna of Young Harris College who has worked diligently to create a successful career following a successful foundation laid by Young Harris College. This year's recipient is Buddy Carter, class of 1977. Earl Leroy Buddy Carter, born in Port Wentworth and a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia, graduated from Young Harris College in 1977 with an associate degree. He then transferred to the University of Georgia, where he earned a bachelor's in pharmacy. The first person in his family to attend college, Buddy understood the value of education and hard work to build a better life for himself, his family, and his community. He opened Carter's Pharmacy Incorporated in 1988 in Pooler, Georgia. During its 32-year history, he expanded it to 3 retail locations and opened Carter's Institutional Pharmacy, which served nursing homes. Shortly after opening his business, Buddy felt the call to give back to his community as a public servant and joined the city's Planning and Zoning Commission. He was elected to Pooler City Council in 1994, where he served until his election as mayor in 1996. Over the next decade, he made critical investments that shepherded the city through explosive growth, nearly doubling its population. In 2005, Buddy left what he calls the best job in the world after being elected to the Georgia House of Representatives. 5 years later, he was elected to the state Senate, where he went on to chair the Higher Education Committee and serve as Majority Whip. In 2014, he was elected to the U.S. Congress as representative of Georgia's 1st District. Currently, he serves on the House Budget Committee and as chair of the Energy and Commerce Subcommittee on Environment, Manufacturing, and Critical Materials. He is widely recognized as the champion for lower prescription drug prices for all Americans and respected across the political spectrum for championing pro-growth environmental policies. While studying at Young Harris College, he met Amy Kopich, his chemistry lab partner, turned partner for life. Together, they've celebrated 46 years of marriage and have 3 sons and 7 grandchildren. Second to his roles as a husband, father, and a grandfather, Buddy says that the greatest honor and privilege of his life has been serving the great people of Georgia's 1st Congressional District. He credits his experience at Young Harris College with kickstarting his successful career and marriage, and he loves cheering on the mountain lions in the Enchanted Valley. In recognition of Buddy's accomplishments, we're proud to present Buddy Carter with the Distinguished Alumni Award for Lifetime Career Achievement. The YHC Family of the Year recognizes a family that has a long-standing relationship with the college. This year's recipient is the Dees family. From the Clay Dotson Open to supportive scholarship and athletic programs across the college, the Dees family's name is synonymous with Young Harris College. Harold Art Dees, CEO and founder of Allura Pharmaceuticals, has been a loyal supporter of the college for many years, including bringing a team for the annual Clay Dotson Open each year, including his son Daniel, class of 2014, and son-in-law Jake Dunlop, class of 2018. He also brings along a team of their former classmates. I first heard of Young Harris College from a family friend, Henry Mealing, Art said. Henry's son attended YHC in the early 2000s. I asked him how he liked it, as we had vacationed in the North Georgia mountains for several years and fell in love with the area. Henry said he loved it, but only had one complaint. He wished he could have attended for all 4 years. I've never forgotten that, and it's rare you hear such glowing love for a college and disappointment you can't attend longer. I saw that in my kids. After graduating, they kept asking if they could do an encore year. Love of YHC has been instilled in our hearts, and our goal is to see this special college be a part of many other students' lives. Dees serves on the Trustee Development Committee for YHC. His dedication to supporting the areas that need the most attention is a testament to his love for the college. This love is as strong as that of his 2 children and their spouses who all attended YHC, and it is this passion that drives his commitment to our institution. His son Daniel graduated in 2014 with a bachelor's degree in business and public policy. Daughter-in-law Molly graduated in 2014 with a bachelor's degree in communication studies. His daughter Kelly graduated with a bachelor's degree in biology in 2018 and met her future husband Jake at YHC, who graduated that same year with a bachelor's degree in business and public policy. Jake was also part of the YHC lacrosse team. I knew of YHC because of my aunt who attended in the 70s, said Molly, who was involved in Gamma Psi sorority, Alpha Xi fraternity, and Student Government Association. Simply, YHC feels like home. It's cozy, familiar, and close-knit. It has given me lifelong friendships and family that are invaluable. I'm always eager to visit the Enchanted Valley because I'm flooded with memories of the days spent with some of my most favorite people in a truly picturesque place. For Kelly, a former president of Gamma Psi, my family spent years traveling to Hiawassee, and my brother Daniel went to YHC and loved it so much, I decided to attend. I continue to go to alumni events because of how much the school did for me. The relationships I made, especially with my husband, are for a lifetime. We are humbled to be recognized as Family of the Year, Art said. Our son Daniel attended YHC from 2010 to 2014, and our daughter Kelly attended from 2014 to 2018. They both attended with some skepticism as to whether they would enjoy a smaller school. This concern quickly disappeared in a matter of days, and they both were in love with YHC and overjoyed with their decision. Both Daniel and Kelly met their spouses at YHC, Molly and Jake, and so now we have 4 YHC graduates in the family. I have seen this love of YHC in my children, their spouses, and their many friends. It's a special place, and we want others to experience YHC and see what the connection and love of YHC is all about. In honor of their support of Young Harris College, a support that spans generations, we're proud to present the YHC Family of the Year Award to the Dees family.